Hello and thank you for tuning in. Zita ndi Elizabeth Nyaguti pano pa Sly Media TV. Tinokutenda ine kuramba muchisubscribe, muchilike, nasi tiri kunzvimbo yembare ku Rufaro Stadium tichida kunzwa kuti mabasa ari kubatwa ikoko ari kumbofamba sei. Joining me is Mr. Ian Makoni, Councillor Ian Makoni, vanova ivo vakasarudzwa kuva his worship mayor of Harare City Council. Tichizosangana futi na former mayor vanova ivo va Jacob Mafume vachititsanangurira kuti iko zvino zvivakwa kana kuti zviri kuitwa pano pa Rufaro Stadium zvamira sei.
We are back at the home of soccer. We are very keen to make sure that soccer will be played in the Rufaro Stadium. The last time we invited you here, we received uninvited guests who disrupted our festivities. But such is life. Tempers have calmed down. The election season is over. We are all friends again, and it's all kumbaya, my lord. So we do hope that they will be singing from the same hymn. You can see that the turf has greatly improved. It's green. I dare say that it is the best turf in the country. The changing rooms, the away changing room, the home changing room, have also significantly been completed. The officials' changing rooms have begun the tiling. The press room at the back, work has begun and should be completed. We are left with the press room in front and the VIP section. The parking area is all but done, except the electronic gates, which are being manufactured and will be supplied shortly. The turnstiles, there's a simple electronic turnstiles at the far gate. They are already being manufactured, and I understand that the contractor was paid 10% by council of his fees, and they will be here shortly. So the first phase of this process is completed. I'm happy to say that there's continuity between myself and Councillor, His Worship Mayor Makoni. We all come from the same party. We are all in the same council, and we are very keen to complete the project that we need to complete. So our coming here was part of our handover and takeover processes, where we brief each other where things were and where things are going to go. He was a councillor before, I'm a councillor now, so everything will continue as before. So we are very keen to hand over the stadium. We understand CAF came to inspect. They gave us recommendations, which recommendations we are going to implement. Recommendations around the tunnel for the changing rooms, recommendations around the number of toilets in the players' changing room, recommendations around the seats, and recommendations around a few other areas that they want us to improve. So we are going to do that. We had a meeting with the ZIFA interim committee. It also gave us Ramtasa. They also gave us what they need to be improved. We had a meeting with the Dynamos executives, the CAPS executives, and we have an indication as to what their requirements are and the nature of the rights of use that they require. They both coincidentally asked for 10 years use, paying rentals and so forth. Unlike before, it's going to be a multiplex. It has small to medium shops. On the other end, there's going to be a beer garden and a practice arena. It has a parking area where there will be a hypermarket and a food court on this other end. And in the fullness of time, there's going to be a bed and breakfast, an N1 type budget accommodation, 3 stories high, to allow teams that want to camp here, that want to play here, to be able to play very close to the ground, and they won't suffer the congestions of coming to the ground. As to the costing, we have done a model where this whole development has been done by the city of Harare and city-related companies. So we have done direct contracting. At the last count, we had only used about 500,000 to improve the pitch and the inside area, and also to improve the exterior area. And this has been a very cost-effective method of doing this process, and has saved the ratepayers a lot of money. Where we needed an electricity cable, we went directly to the manufacturer. Where we needed a loan, we grew it ourselves and did it. Where we needed piping for drainage, we went straight to ProPlastic, who are the manufacturers. So everything has been done on a budget basis and at minimum cost to the citizens. And our view is that we need to have soccer back at Rufaro, and we are going to immediately work on Gwanzura and the DZ Stadium as soon as we finish using this model, and we'll have them all ready. So we thank you, and this is the update on the stadium. Over to you, Mayor.
Councillor Mafume and I will be meeting shortly with one of our major suppliers of water chemicals, because it's an important component in our arsenal of services provided to the citizens of Harare. But here, recreation and sport is important, but we felt as council that the renovations should be within our expenditure budget. And it is pleasing that we appear to have achieved just that. I look forward to us completing the renovations that remain to be done, and that we can very soon invite the stakeholders, some of whom you've already mentioned and have given of their comments. But we want them to say, this is fine, this needs to be attention, and we'll do precisely that. It's after all about the stakeholders. The sport players are important stakeholders. The administration, sport administration, are important stakeholders. The security establishment are important stakeholders, because like anything else, things can go wrong, and we want to be assured that if necessary, the place can be evacuated with the minimum of delay and hassle. So these are things that one does not normally think about, but they are an important stakeholder for safety's sake. So we like to thank you for coming. The process of handover, takeover, it's not an easy one, because there are a lot of questions that I've been firing at Councillor Mafume, and there are a lot of questions he's been firing at me to make sure that I understand where various things are. The city is a complex organization, and we must just make sure that it is there to respond to the requirements of these communities at the local level, and the requirements of the city as a whole. We've got several stakeholders outside of this sports fraternity that we need to answer to, and we will progressively resolve some of the challenges that we face. I must emphasize that yes, we have challenges in the water sector at the moment. We're doing everything possible to ensure that the water chemicals that we require to produce potable water are on hand, and we appreciate the responses, positive responses that we've received from those that are invested in the water sector, including Ministry of Water. We believe that there's a pledge to support the importation of water chemicals. It's not enough, but it's a good start. And we are also looking to our residents, who are at the end of the day the providers of resources, to play their part, paying their bills, because from their bills we're able to procure chemicals and make life easier for everyone. I thank you.
Okay, we'll take a few questions. My name is Darlington Kazi from Newsbubble.com. The last time we came here, you said that buckets we're stuck in some African country. Where are we in that regard?
Well, what they are going to be bought on the first stages. So the first seats that are coming at the dugouts, which is the bucket seats for the players and so forth. Those have been purchased, and they are going to be coming from China, not an African country. They are going to come from China, and they will come in. But to do the whole ground, we are going to have to do it on a staged basis. One of our entities, that is Rufaro Marketing, will be assisting in that score and other resources that we get from other stakeholders. But the bucket seats for the match officials, the players themselves, and the dugouts, according to FIFA specifications, those have been purchased and are on their way. The goal posts and the corner flags, they've also been purchased and are here waiting to be installed, because the modern issue is to have aluminium goal posts to reduce damage to the players. So we do have those stored there waiting to be installed. They are retractable, put on match days, removed if it's not a match day. Oh, the shades. No, the shades is the second phase. It doesn't rain a lot, and sometimes players and soccer players, it's part of the experience to receive the rain. Even most of the grounds, if you look at the English Premier League and everybody else, it's part of coming to soccer. But we are looking at a modern way. We are looking at using solar renewable roofs, and we are engaged with our partners. This whole roofing area can be a solar power station. So we are looking at those that can make it a renewable facility, so that we have a localized energy use and then a localized energy source, so that the electricity will be made from the roofs. So it's a complex process which takes a bit of time.
Comment former mayor kuti makauya kuno Mbare ne good project.
Thank you.
And Mbare tofara mashops takazonyatsotanangura zvokufamba sei mepi yacho tazonzwisisa kuti ayo itori development iri mumusha.
Yes.
But tachidawo kuti development iri mumusha zvakadai so vanhu vachiuyawo kustadium tine road inonzi Machingura ndinouya nevanhu vazhinji vasingashandise crips yakafa. Saka taikumbirawo kucity park for social corporate responsibility ite vaite fast kukongonaka kwese kuti uku chete uku ndokunzi kunake uku kwakaita se kwakashata. Saka ndotenda neprogramu iyoyo tikuigashira kuno kuward 4.
Thank you very much, Councillor, and I'm pleased that you've come. There are issues that we must work together for the common good of the community. There are issues around Mpezanamo which we need to address. I'm aware of the challenges that have happened, but working with yourself and your colleagues in the community, I'm sure we can get Mpezanamo operational as soon as possible, all for the common good. And you mentioned the road. Obviously, atidizvipenga nezvipenga kana tada kuti tinoda kugadzira nzvimbo yakanaka togadzira pesa.
Tida kuziva kuti muri kuona sei project iyi yekugadzirisa Rufaro Stadium?
Project yakanaka zvikuru inge tikuitambira yatononoka kunge yatanga, but kunonoka kwacho pane zvazvitaurwa apa nameya naformer mayor. CAF panyaya dzebhora yakati munogarwa materraces munofanira kunge mune mabucket seats. Mabucket seats acho tikuona hamuna, but vari kutaura kuti va almost complete. Saka asi kuziva kuti mabucket seats vachaisa here kana kuti vari kungoenderera mberi nogadzira munotambwa bhora chete kunogara vanhu kuri zvakakaita izvi. Asi project yakanaka toitambira, inge kutambwa kwaitwa bhora kuno muMbare vanhu vaiuya kuzoona bhora vaitosiya vaboostawo business kuvanhu vanotengesa mamusika vaitenga mapotatoes nezvimwewo zvakadaro. Saka kutambwa kwebhora maweekends kwatoderedza futi vanhu vedu vanotengesa zvinhu kuno kuMbare. Asi project chimiro chayo chakanaka. Asi chimwe chinhu chatiri kuda muproject ndechekuti kanzuru nevecity park vakaisa mashops panze, inge vari kupromisa kuaka more shops. Nanzwa vachida kuisa food court kusero ndazvibenefite vanhu vekumbari. Those shops vanhu vekumbari vane capacity yekuita rent out mashop iwaya. Ndavape first preference kuvanhu vekumbari. Kotoona munhu anobva kuMount Pleasant achiti ari kuuya kumbari kuzoita shop. Isusu vanhu vedu vekumbari vari kutengesa parodhi pavanomhanyiswa nemapurisa. Saka toda kuti maprojects ane chekuita nechekutengesa kumbari ngapiwe vanhu vekumbari. Ndo chatiri kuda kuti chiitike pamaprojects ese achazenge achiitika kumbari. Pasina kuti munhu ndewepati ipi kana as long ari munhu wekumbari ngaapiwe ashande kumbari. Asi kuda ma-outsiders kuti vauye kumbari kuzoita basa. Isusu vanhu vekumbari kwacho tiripo. We've got the capacity yekubhadhara. Hatidi kushanda mahara. Vanhu vedu vane mari dzacho dzekubhadhara marenzi.
Okay, tinozoti vanhu vakawanda vanoti madrugs akawandira kumbari. Imi Cllr akachuzwa nevanhu vekumbari. Ndezvipi zvamuri kuvimbisa vanhu maererano nenyaya dzemadrugs?
Nyaya dzemadrugs izvozvi tiri kusenza nemapurisa kuita ma-awareness campaigns yekuti mayouth arege kushandisa zvinodhaka. Saka kumbari vanhu vanongotaurawo zvakasiyana. Vanhu vanotaura kuti kumbari ndokunoitwa zvemadrugs, but vanhu vanotobva kunze ndovari kuuya kuzotengesera mayouth edu emumbari madrugs, nekuti kune vanhu vakawanda vanogara panzvimbo imwe chete. Ndo panyaya dzemadrugs matauriro angaite.
Ko kune vanhu vakakufoterai, ndezvipi zvamuda kuchinja mulife mavo?
Vemaflats ari kuuya kuzogadzirwa. One, maflats marent house anga achajwa necouncil. Takataura nadistrict officer tine proposal yakatonaka yekuti pachichaita mameetings nevanhu vagari vemaflats vanofara, boss akaproposa mari yokuti munhu ari kugara muhosteri anga achikwanisa pane kuti achajwe $80 muhosteri risina service, risina chii, ingori hosteri ringogara, matoilets haasi kushanda ngesystem dzacho. Sorry, tiri kuti pakubhadhara marents kozoita kushanda pozimbare iri pairi ine kuti vagari yoti vanouya kuzoshandira kumbari vari vanhu vedu, futi tinovatora sekuti vanhu vedu because vanenge vari kumbari. Saka tiri kuvapromisa vanotengesa mushawasha ground kuti mapurisa hachakumhanyisai zvaaisiita, council taakukuformalizai muchibhadhara mari dziri pamutemo dzakaderera dzekuti munhu unokwanisa kutobhadhara pamwedzi uchitengesera zvinhu zvako uine permanent nzvimbo yako yokuziva kuti apa ndo pandiri kubva kumba chinoshandira. Ndo zvatinoda kupromisa vanoshandisa kushawasha ground. Mupedza nhamo toda kuvimbisa vanhu vakanga varimo maoriginal vemupedza nhamo kuti musarohwe nehana, hatisi kukudzingai, munodzokera mumusika wenyu. Zvingazoitika pamunozonge wakushandira panhamba 10 wakanga uri panhamba 1. Asi toda kuvimbisa vanhu kuti hatina vatiri kudzinga musika wemupedza nhamo. Magepa akasara tiri kuvimbisa, toda kupa vanhu vekumbari, hasi kuda ma-outsiders. Izvo zvikanzi zviri kuvaka musika kuMebhorini wakafanana nemupedza nhamo. Kune Coca-Cola, kune kuHighfields kumukambo. Vanhu ndavashandire kunzvimbo dzavo. Ndo zvatiri kuda because vana vedu vemumbari vakawandisa, havana pekushandira. Saka ndavambotipawo mukana vanhu vekumbari vange varivo vanobhenefita pazvinhu zvekumbari.
Maita basa Cllr.